Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is a spring clean and decorate with me. Hope you guys are doing well. I am just starting out in my master bedroom. I am getting the bed made for the day. I actually had plans on going to the gym on this particular day, but that completely changed because I had so much to get done and I felt like I was just so behind on things, and I also had to go food shopping and just like run some errands. And I feel like there's just not enough time in the day, especially over the weekend when you only get the weekend off, and the month was just like so busy for us. I just felt like I couldn't keep up with things, so we're just gonna go and skip over going to the gym and just like focus on all things home.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time.
And before I go any further into today's video, I do want to say that today's video is sponsored by Erabros. The RS1 robot vacuum cleaner is unlike any other. It comes with a quick start guide and a full manual guide for easy setup. Its tangle-free design makes for easy cleanup whether you have hardwood floors, tile, or carpet. Without the hassle of a brush roll, it's super easy to clean and maintain. With a strong suction power, all of the dust, pet hair, pet fur, and everyday crumbs and particles are collected inside of the dust tank. The vacuum comes with a charging station, a remote control with batteries included, zip ties to tie up any loose wires or cords, a power supply that can be plugged into the charging station or into the vacuum itself, an additional filter, 4 cleaning side brushes, and a cleaning comb. With their easy to use app, you can just go in and set your vacuum on a schedule. That is what I am doing here. So I am just going in and setting my vacuum on a schedule, and for me, I am going to be doing every other day. So I think I chose Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for my vacuum to go off around 7 o'clock at night. I'm just showing you guys an example here of what it's going to look like once you actually go into their app and set the schedule. And I kid you not, like clockwork, my vacuum goes off every other night at 7 p.m. and it is the easiest, most effortless thing I have ever done. You can also go in and rename your vacuum. For instance, I named mine Bonnie P. My daughter actually was the one that named him or her. So my vacuum is called Bonnie P, and P is obviously my last name. But after you're done setting up your schedule, you can go ahead and just save all of that information, and every night it'll go off on schedule. So here I am just using the remote control. You can also go into their app and use the remote control manual option in there as well. But if you wanted to just use your vacuum without a schedule, you can just go ahead and use the remote control, or you can go into the app again and use it from there. Equipped with many different features, the RS1 has 3 anti-drop sensors along with 3 cleaning mode options, which are auto, spot, and edge cleaning. The robot vacuum is compatible with Alexa and Google Assistant, and when fully charged, it has up to 140 minutes runtime.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Once the vacuum is finished cleaning, it will return to its charging station. Retailing at $199, Erabros is offering my subscribers a $30 discount using the code on my screen, in addition to a $20 coupon code that is applied at checkout, where you can purchase the RS1 for $109.99. And thank you again to Erabros for sponsoring today's video.
What we have, let's hold on tight. found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
And now we are moving back into cleaning. I had just gotten back from the supermarket. I am going to take everything out of the bags, put everything away. I wanted to do a grocery haul with you guys, but I just did not have enough time to do that because I did have to drive pretty far to go get my son. I think he was actually spending some time with a family friend, and we had to go pick him up. So I didn't really get to do a grocery haul with you guys, but I will show you guys as I'm putting stuff away what I got from the supermarket. And before putting away the groceries, I wanted to just go in and give my refrigerator a clean. It was pretty chaotic in there. It has been quite some time since I've done like a thorough deep clean in my refrigerator, and it wasn't too crazy. I just had like some leftover food sitting in there, and it just needed to be wiped down really quickly. So I just threw out whatever I needed to throw out, and then I just went ahead and wiped everything down with a microfiber cloth and my water, vinegar, Dawn dish soap solution.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
Now that I have the fridge all cleaned out, I'm going to start putting away the groceries. I'm just showing you guys what I purchased from the supermarket. I got some kielbasa sausages like you guys saw, some broccoli florets, some I think I got lettuce, some yogurts for the kids, some creamer for my husband, some cheese for whenever I make pasta. We love to sprinkle some cheese on there, some bacon, some real pure Irish butter. That butter is so good, you guys. It is the Kerrygold butter. It's supposed to be like legit butter without all the processed crap in there. So we've been buying that a lot more now. I got some pizzas for the kids, some breakfast sausages, some meats for the week and whatnot, some orange juice for the week as well, and then like some bacons, just like some household staples. And now I'm just gonna go in and put away all of the snacks, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean out the snack bin first. I have not done a deep clean in my pantry, and since we're hitting that spring weather or whatever, it's time to start cleaning things out. So I wanted to just go in and make sure that that was clean before I went ahead and stacked the bins with some new snacks. So that was just some goldfish I purchased for the kids, some Oreo cookies and whatnot. I don't buy a ton of like junk food snack. I try not to, at least, because I am a huge fan of like trying to eat pretty healthy, and I try to like incorporate that into the kids' lives as well. But we all know with kids it's pretty hard to get them to eat like their fruits and vegetables. So I don't buy a ton of sweet stuff, but that's just like little treats I buy for them during the week. That cracker bin, obviously we were out of crackers. I have not purchased any new crackers, so I just like stocked it with like my husband's snacks. He likes to have like his little snacks here and there. But we are going to keep putting stuff away. I had to wash all the fruits that I had purchased. I am going to do somewhat of a clean in the pantry area as well. I'm going to try and see if I can organize everything before putting all of the stuff back in.
Say it again, say it again. You're saying you're sorry, so say it again. Only you can make my world go black. Say you love me, then you take it back. Say it again, say it again. You want my forgiveness, so say it again. You're my
my thunder of my darkest night. You just can't go back and make it right, 'cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now it's stuck. Yeah. 'Cause it's too late. You roll the dice and now you have to pay the price. Yeah. I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no.
So obviously the pantry needed some organizing. I have not touched it in a long time, like I said, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get the cereal all organized and back into the cereal bins, and we're gonna go ahead and wipe down the pantry just a bit, and then we're gonna be moving on.
Say it again. You're saying you feel bad, so say it again. Only you can do that. My heart was open wide. I could feel it breaking deep inside. 'Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now we're stuck. 'Cause it's too late. You roll the dice and now you have to pay the price. Oh, I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not even sorry. You're gonna be the lonely one.
We're moving into the next side of the pantry. I never know how to organize in here. I feel like I am still learning how to just make everything work for me and my family. And as you can tell, I have a gigantic bag of rice there. I don't know what to put it in. I know that we need to get like some sort of like maybe storage container that we can store it in that will seal it properly, especially when it's opened. But as of right now, this is how it's stored. I feel like my pantry cabinets are very shallow, so I don't have a lot of deep space to you know, store like deep containers if I needed to. So that's kind of like a dilemma currently. But I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff it back into the pantry and just like, you know, make it fit as best as I can and just make it work for now.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry?
So now that we're done in the pantry, I did go ahead and wipe down the pantry doors. I just didn't film that because it's such an awkward space to film. So I did go ahead and wipe those down. Now I'm just moving on to clearing off the countertops. I have a ton of stuff still sitting on here. I'm telling you, this day was so chaotic. I had so much to get done within a little bit of time, and I was just trying to make sure I got things done before heading out the door or whatever. But I think this was actually after we picked up my son, because I just saw him in the clip and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think we had just gotten back from picking him up, so that means that I left the house in a complete mess and I had to come back home and basically put everything back together and just put things away or whatever. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out the sink. I'm gonna get those fruits washed, then I'm gonna put them in the fridge. I like to wash my fruits before feeding it to the kids, because you guys will be so blown away by how much chemicals are on your produce in general. It's so crazy and mind-blowing that I wish I could just like grow my own stuff, which we have been trying to do and we have been pretty successful, but yeah, it's just so crazy how much chemicals they put on your fruits and your vegetables and whatnot. So I like to make sure I wash it really good, and I'm just going to be using some water with vinegar and baking soda.
Just leave. No, stay with me. I'm in complete. I got mixed up.
You will see me going back and forth a lot as well. While the produce or the fruits were soaking, I was putting away dinner, and then you will see me putting strawberries to soak and be cleaned or whatever in the sink as well. So I am like back and forth just trying to get things done. I think it was already getting later in the day at this point, but I just wanted to make sure that I was not going into the week with a crazy messy kitchen, because that's like the worst thing you can do, especially when you're trying to like have a fresh start to the week. You don't want to go into the week with a messy kitchen because it just kind of like brings you down. I feel like going into the week with a decently cleaned home kind of like sets the tone for the entire week to come. Now I'm just going to go ahead and rinse off the grapes, and then we're going to switch places. I'm going to take the strawberries and put them to soak as well in the same solution, water, vinegar, and baking soda. I'm going to let that soak for about 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to rinse it off and pop it in the refrigerator. And while that's soaking, I'm going to take this time to now clean off my stove. I don't think my stove was in terrible condition. However, yet again, I wanted to make sure that it was not like super dirty. I don't want to go into the week with a dirty stove because it just means that if it's dirty, I'm less likely to cook on it. And then that'll mean that we'll have to either order out because I don't want to deal with the mess. So that is like one trick I've learned. Like if my stove is pretty clean and decent, I am more in tune to like cook on it, rather than like if it's really messy, then I don't want to cook on there and I just like prefer to order out just to make my life easier. But then again, when you order out, it becomes super expensive and it adds up fairly quickly. So this is like one trick I've learned to just kind of like help myself to not you know, order out too much, or just to make sure that I'm making my meals more often at home, because we can be that family that can typically order out a lot more than I would like to, because we have like a dirty kitchen, or the dishes are not done, or the stove is messy, or we don't want to bother with cooking or whatever. So it does get pretty, it can get pretty overwhelming at times. So I just try to make sure that the stove is at least decent and that we have like simple, easy meals to make at home. Now that the strawberries are done soaking, I'm going to go ahead and rinse those off, and they're going to go into the refrigerator just like I did with the grapes. So I had just finished making dinner and I had made pasta on this day, and I had dropped like some crumbs on the floor from when I was cutting onions and garlic or whatever. So I wanted to just get that up before I went ahead and use the vacuum to just vacuum the kitchen in general. I don't know if I mopped in this video, I can't remember, but if I did, then you guys will see that, but if I did not, then you guys won't, obviously. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up vacuuming in here. And as you can tell, it is dark outside, you guys. I spent the entire day just like getting my life together. It was so crazy, and this is why I say like 2 days like during the weekend is just not enough time, at least for me, to like get my house in order and just do all the things I need to do in order to like have a great week, you know, an upcoming week or whatever. Like I just feel like I'm always rushing to just get things done and I don't have enough time, and it drives me absolutely crazy.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place.
And now it is, I think, the following weekend, and I am going to start decorating my living room. So this has definitely taken some time to accomplish, but I'm finally glad that I got it done. So I am going to start by just removing my pillow covers. So these pillow covers, I purchased them from Amazon a while ago, and I am just switching them out for something more spring-like. Even though I love these for spring as well, I've used these throughout fall and winter, because I feel like they go with fall, winter, and spring, summer, whatever, because I love the color green, as you can tell. But I'm going to start by dusting. I'm just using my Swiffer duster. I'm just going around the windows or whatever, trying to get all that dust up. And then I'm going to I'm not doing a thorough like deep clean in here because the living room was not in terrible condition. I'm just hitting all the spots that I normally don't hit on a daily basis. So just the windows, dusting the mantle, all of that stuff, wiping the mantle as well, the fireplace, wiping the mirrors, not the mirrors, wiping the windows, I should say, sorry. We're gonna get all of that cleaned up, and we're just gonna go ahead and decorate in here for spring.
Without you by my side, let me feel your love again. Just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, I wanna be with you, be with you, be with you, be with you, be with you.
So my fireplace tends to get pretty dirty. I don't know why the mesh insert gets dirty like that. We really don't use it as often as you would think, but I feel like I just did this not that long ago. I feel like I just took my vacuum and like vacuumed the mesh and all of that stuff, but it gets like super dirty. So I'm just gonna go in and wipe all of that down, get the dust off of the mesh and everything by vacuuming all of that up, and then we are going to just move on. So slowly I am just removing all of the greenery in here. The greenery stems are from the winter months, and I would love to keep them for the spring summer months, but it does not go with spring and summer, obviously, because they are that Christmas tree looking type stem. So I am going to remove those, but now we're moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my accent chairs. I wanted to get a really good vacuum on them, and I will also be getting a really good vacuum on my sofa as well. And again, just using this fabric shaver to go ahead and remove all of that excess piling that occurs whenever anyone sits on these chairs. I love these chairs so much. They are super comfortable. I got them from Target. I thought they were pretty inexpensive. However, they do stain, especially if you're getting the lighter color. I have the linen color, and I wish I had gotten them in the darker color, but it is what it is. I still do love them, but it just takes a little bit of maintenance to just keep them clean and to keep them looking nice and fresh. Okay, and now we're moving on to my sofa. You guys, this was so dirty. I was surprised as to how many things I found under here. It was just like crumbs and coins and just like, I guess you could just say that we definitely take advantage of sitting on this sofa. It is super comfortable and super deep. We got it from Raymour and Flanigan. I don't know if you're familiar with that store. It's a store in the Northeast. I don't know if they have it down south or on the West Coast or anything like that, or in the Midwest. But it is super comfortable, super deep. My only issue with this sofa is that it has feathers in there, so the feathers come out every so often, and I have to like continue pluck them out of the sofa. But it is what it is, again, because we paid actually we got this on a discount, so I'm not gonna say we paid a lot for it. For what the price of this sofa is, we actually spent like a fraction of that to get this. So anyway, I'm just gonna go in and vacuum up all of the dust and debris and all of that stuff that's been sitting under this couch, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together. One thing I do want to say is that I didn't realize that I can actually flip the cushions with this sofa. So I always just like vacuumed underneath here. I would pick up the cushions, clean underneath, whatever, and I'll just put all of the cushions back the same way. But I didn't think that I can actually flip them, because you can actually use them as double-sided. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can actually flip the cushions to be used on the other side, and that's actually what I did here. So that middle cushion was stained a little bit. I did not want to pull out my Hoover upholstery cleaner to go ahead and clean that, because I felt like it was just gonna take way too much time. I was trying to cut corners, obviously, but I'm sure I can get that done another day. But what I did do is use the fabric shaver on here, and I also went ahead and flipped the cushion cover, or the cushion itself, and it was as if it's like completely brand new. So I didn't think that I can do that until I actually tried it. So if you have cushions that are the same top and bottom, you can try flipping it over, and see if that helps, you know, prolong the time that you actually have to go in and clean. Okay, so now we're moving on to the fun part. We are going to start decorating the living room for spring. I purchased these pillow covers off of Amazon. I think I paid about $12.99 for one, and I do want to say I absolutely love this color. I think it just goes so well for spring and summer. I love all of the patterns on there and everything. And then this one pillow cover I actually had in my linen closet. I completely forgot that I had it there until I went shopping in my own home and found it. So I'll be using that to go ahead and style all of my accent chairs and the sofa in here. I do want to point out though, when I purchased the newer pillow covers from Amazon, the first two pillow covers I purchased, they came in fine, and then there was one set that I ordered and it came in, I don't want to say it was bad quality, I just think that it was a bad set. Like I just got a bad set. Sometimes like when you're buying things, like you get really good stuff and then you'll get like that one bad item out of the bunch, and I think that's what happened with me. But I do really love this pillow cover, and I will link it for you guys. But again, like I said, when I was inserting my inserts into the pillow cover, one of them actually split where the zipper attaches to the fabric. So I still do recommend them. Just use your best judgment if you are interested in buying these. And now that we are done putting in all of the pillow inserts, I am going to finish up by cleaning all of the windows. I have so many windows in my house. I absolutely love it, but I feel like it's a gift and a curse because there's so many windows to clean, and I just feel like my arms are gonna fall off when I'm cleaning them. So I'm just using my little mixture in that bottle again, and I think I'm using paper towel actually to wipe off the windows. But I do have to get on the exterior part of my home. So right where I'm standing is our sunroom, and there is a roof there that I can go out on to clean the windows on the outside. The windows that I can open actually can fold inward, and I can clean them like that. But that big window you see there, that picture window, I cannot do that with that one, so I have to actually go out and clean that one. So I'll be doing that another time. But now that we are done cleaning all of the windows in here, we are going to start moving on to basically vacuuming, and then I'm going to flip my rug around. And you guys will notice that at the end of the rug, where that section is right there, it kind of like sticks up a little bit. It drives me absolutely crazy. This is on both ends of the rug for some reason. Like when you are entering my living room area, that side of the rug sticks up and the other side sticks up by the fireplace, and it drives me nuts and I cannot take it anymore. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum everything up, and then I'm going to remove all of the chairs and everything, and then flip the rug the other way, and hopefully that should solve the problem. So as I was pulling out that one accent chair, you guys saw me like bend over and kind of like grabbed my knee. So I banged my knee on the wood pieces that you see sticking out right there in the corner. So obviously we have a fireplace and we keep wood up here whenever we want to like turn on a fire or whatever. And I guess the wood was sticking out way too much and I was not paying attention, obviously. So I walked right into it and I banged my knee on there, and it hurt so bad, you guys. But now we are going to continue just moving things along in here. I am vacuuming underneath where the carpet was while flipping it around at the same time. I think this is an 8x10. I might be wrong. It might be a 9x12. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a pretty big rug. I love this rug. I've thought about changing it out for another one or whatever, but I love the way this rug fits in my space, and I feel like if I were to go a little bit more darker, then maybe it may not be a big deal. But I think for right now I'm gonna keep what I have, because this rug was not cheap, number one, and number two, I don't think it's worth it for me to switch out my rug just because I feel like something else might look nicer or whatever the case is. And I also feel like since I've switched the rug around, I feel like my living room looks different. Like I love it more. It doesn't make any sense because I did nothing but just like switch the rug in a different direction. But I feel like just because I did that, it kind of like made the space more elevated, and like, I don't know, it just made it more elegant, I guess, for me. But obviously everything is still the same, but I just feel like everything is a lot cleaner and everything just flows the way it's supposed to, and I'm just super happy with the way it turned out. now that all of the cleaning is done and I am done switching over the rug and all of that fun stuff, I am adding on my pillows, and I just love the way they look together. I feel like the green or light green contrast with the gray and everything and the white just goes so well together. And then I am just adding in this blanket that I've had for God knows how long. It's just a regular old throw blanket. I think I got it from TJ Maxx years ago, and I am just going to be using that as my throw blanket for the sofa. And then this canvas right here I got from Amazon. I will have that linked for you guys as well. It is a vintage print and I love it so much. That vase I got from Target at the Target dollar spot. I am just going to pop in some tulips that I got from Michael's in there. I think that was like about 2 bunches or so. And I just love the way this little space turned out. I just have it pretty simple but yet very elegant and just, you know, very clean and neutral. And on the coffee table, I am just adding in the faux stems that I shared with you guys that I also got from Michael's. And I think that this entire space just turned out so well, and I am so happy with everything. But that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe before you leave. Again, I love having you guys here. I love sharing content with you guys. Also, I will have Erabros information linked in my description box, so you guys can go ahead and check them out, so you can get your $30 discount along with that 20% coupon code on Amazon as well. I will have everything linked for you below. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.